So the cinematic trailer for Modern Warfare 3 Zombies just dropped, and it seemed like this just kind of happened out of nowhere for whatever reason. I know we've been getting a little bit of teases throughout this week regarding to zombies through text messages, but wasn't really expecting us to have like a full-fledged cinematic trailer to give to us right away. And I'm pretty sure this is the intro cinematic that you're going to be watching right before you play this map for the first time. That's just my guess, because it's not really a trailer showing off like the map we're going to be playing on or anything. And so I do find it really fascinating that this is, I think, the very first time in Call of Duty history that we got ourselves a zombies trailer before a multiplayer trailer, which is pretty crazy to think. And so the multiplayer reveal is at the beginning of October, if I'm not mistaken, and so we're not too far away from October at this point. And so it's really weird to think that we already got ourselves a trailer for Zombies with a little bit more details about the story. Very interesting. But if you guys want to watch this trailer for yourself, I'll have a link in the description to this trailer. And then, of course, I'll also have a link to a blog post that Call of Duty put out talking more details about this trailer, kind of breaking it down for you, which I'm going to be kind of doing that a little bit here in this video. I'm just going to go over like really just like over my spark notes of like what we were able to gather from this trailer, and then I'm kind of going to give off some of my opinions, and then I'm going to give off like kind of more of a channel update at the very end of this video. So if you're a loyal subscriber, you may want to stick around to the end. So the first thing I want to cover is just breaking down the trailer itself, what we're able to gather from it, and what we know where we're at right now within the zombie storyline. So the first thing is that Viktor Zakhaev has returned. He is the guy who got pushed into a missile silo by Captain Price back in Verdansk, and we just assumed he died. And so apparently he's not dead, right? I mean, big surprise. I mean, Call of Duty loves bringing back dead people, apparently. We all know how the Graves situation went, but that wasn't a big surprise to anyone. And so anyway, Viktor Zakhaev is a little bit of a surprise, especially seeing that he's part of more of the zombie side of things anyway. I'm not sure how this will translate within Warzone or within Modern Warfare 3's campaign, but nonetheless, Zakhaev, he is part of a military group called Terminus, or at least he's working with them, and he's in this place, and they're able to, I guess what they found is Ethereum. And so Ethereum, of course, is from Black Ops Cold War. You know, it's all part of the same story. And so they are able to find this Ethereum, which is actually with the dead Requiem team from Black Ops Cold War. And we know this because you can clearly tell that there's a dead body of Reaver right there. And so it's really interesting to see that they killed off Reaver, because he was definitely an important character in the Black Ops Cold War storyline. And so it's kind of interesting to see that now he's just dead. And so I have no idea what happened to him. Of course, with Treyarch's next game, that's supposed to take place in the 90s. I don't know if they're going to explain it in that game, what happened to the Requiem team and Reaver, but or maybe they will explain it through intel within this experience. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But nonetheless, Zakhaev realizes, using the Ethereum on like the cops and the people after them, that it's a weapon and it can turn people into zombies. And so now they have access to at least one vial of Ethereum based on this trailer. And so we'll just have to wait and see what they decide to do with it. But another thing I like to mention is that we also see the characters Soap, Kate Laswell, and Ravenov. Of course, Ravenov was part of the zombie story in Black Ops Cold War. He's a lot older now because we're in the future from Black Ops Cold War. And so it's interesting to see how Soap was in this trailer too, because we all know that the zombie storyline is now intermingled with the campaign and with Warzone. And so it's all connected one way or the other, right? It's all the same story. And so now we actually directly see Soap like trying to take action on the situation that's going on. And so I don't know how the character situation is going to work within this new zombies mode. I always kind of figured that we're just going to be playing as operators again, honestly, but maybe we can play as Soap, and maybe we can play as Ravenov and Kate, and maybe we're actually going to have like 4 actual characters that we'll play with every single time, not just our own operators that we decide to choose. But I'm just kind of spitballing there. We don't have that much information on whether or not that is going to be the case. And that's everything I wanted to break down within the trailer. There really isn't that much to go off of, honestly. And so now I just kind of want to talk about just the more of the gameplay experience within Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, which we still don't have much details on, by the way. And so we just know that it's going to be like Outbreak or DMZ Z, but with zombies, right? So we know that, right? We know it's going to be playing on this huge map, which is probably going to be the new Warzone map, and there's going to be zombies on it. Now, of course, there's going to be like lots of objectives, story intel, story missions to go for. So there's definitely going to be a lot of things to do based on the blog post they gave us today. It sounds like there is. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see, I suppose. But I am excited to see what Treyarch has up their sleeves for this mode, because this is the first time they've really had like this huge zombies experience played on this ginormous map, right? And so and the only time they've really done this, of course, was with the Outbreak mode, which didn't play exactly the same, because you got to remember, with an Outbreak, it was still survival based, because you could teleport to new locations and you could keep going up in rounds that way. But here within Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, it's not round based. You know, you have to exfil at the end of the match within like 60 minutes or whatever it is, right? And so it's going to be a much different experience. It's more of an extraction zombies experience, which could be really fun, actually, now that I say it out loud. But we'll have to wait and see how it goes. It's a PvE only, so you're not going to be playing against other players. And that's actually another concern that I have, actually, is that since we know there's going to be more squads within this map, right? It's not just going to be a squad of 4 on this ginormous map. There's going to be multiple squads trying to survive, and people can work together that you meet up with, which I think is pretty cool. I love that idea. But my only concern is that, is there no option to play this solo? Because that's one thing about zombies that we've always had in all the previous Call of Duty titles, is that you always had that option to play by yourself if you wanted to, right? And it's definitely a different experience when playing by yourself. I definitely think you could become a much better zombies player when you play alone. And so I'm wondering, in this mode, is it online only? Are you going to have to play with other squads all the time? I mean, you don't have to actually play it with them, because everyone's probably going to be doing their own thing, but still, like, are you going to have to always be online when playing this? So I don't know. I'm just really curious if that's something that's going to be the case. But yeah, I don't know what else to really talk about when it comes to the gameplay elements within Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, because we don't have any information. All the leaked information has been pretty rough and scarce, honestly. So I don't know what else to say, honestly, but I am excited for this. I really do want to try this out and see what ends up happening with this mode and how they're going to update it throughout each season. Another thing is that through this like new trailer and this blog post, we also got confirmation that there is going to be a digital pre-order item that you can get, which is the Zombie Ghost skin. And I actually think this skin is really sick. I think this is a great pre-order bonus. And I think you have to wait until, you might have to wait until like the end of the month. I can't remember exactly what the day is. Maybe I'll have a text on screen to show you guys, but there's a certain day that this skin will be available to use in Modern Warfare 2. And of course, we know everything's transferring over to Modern Warfare 3, so you're going to be able to use this skin as well within Modern Warfare 3, but you're going to be able to use it in Modern Warfare 2 as well, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah, Zombie Ghost skin, I think this is a pretty cool pre-order bonus. My biggest gripe with it, though, is that it's a digital pre-order, which I know most people digitally buy games anyway, but I just really don't like how they really push the whole digital pre-order thing. I think it's mostly because of how easy it is, and they just want to get those pre-orders up before the game's even launched. I mean, obviously, right? But for me personally, I'm someone who's trying to get these steel books for Call of Duty, and so whenever a steel book is available, I'm always going to try and snatch it, which of course requires a physical copy of the game, and therefore I won't be able to get the Zombie Ghost skin. So I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet there, but yeah, that's really all I have to say within this video. I guess the last thing I just want to quickly go over is kind of more of a channel update and kind of what the fuck's been going on with me, because I clearly do not upload videos at all. It's like one video a month for the most part, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not happy about it. I did start streaming, which I have stopped doing a lot recently. And I guess, to be honest with you guys, I'm just kind of lost with what I want to do with the channel. Like, I honestly don't know what to do at this point, because Modern Warfare 2 is a pretty rough year for COD. Like, I don't think anybody's denying that. And my expectations are extremely low for Call of Duty here on out. I know a lot of people are pretty hyped for Modern Warfare 3 just because we're getting all the OG MW2 maps. Even though it's not going to play the same, people have to remember that. And so, I mean, zombies could also potentially be good, but, you know, I don't know, you guys. I mean, of course I'm going to buy the next COD. Of course I'll make videos on it as much as I can. I'll stream it too. But man, it's just, it's just really frustrating, like a lot of the decisions that they made within Modern Warfare 2. And it's mostly, I think, an Infinity Ward thing, their development, like what they decided to do with the game and the franchise on their end. And so I don't know. And of course, a lot of the corporate stuff doesn't really help either. Like monetizing DMZ, for example, making the bundles pay to win. That was not fun. But of course, X Defiant's supposed to be coming out soon. I thought it would come out already because they said it would come out at the end of summer, and it hasn't yet. And so I really want to play that game, and of course stream it as well. And speaking of streaming, I think I'm honestly thinking about streaming just single player games. I don't want to like kind of have that anxiety of playing multiplayer games and forcing myself to play good every single time. I'd rather just relax and play a single player game and just like, you know, chill with people in the chat. And so I don't, and another thing is like, you know, when it comes to career wise and my job, you know, I definitely plan on taking this test soon. There's a certain test that I want to take that takes about a month to prepare for, which really isn't that long. And so I'm thinking about starting like not long after that I upload this video. And so I don't know how that's going to go. And so what that might entail with my time trying to make videos, not that I have been making anyway, but you know, since I got this new job and I've moved twice already, and it's just, I don't know, I guess I'm just really just trying to adjust the environment that I'm in. And so I don't really know what else to say, honestly. There really is no excuse for me uploading videos. I definitely have plenty of video ideas. It's just, I don't know. I just been losing the passion for some reason, and I don't want to lose the passion because making videos is awesome. I think it's fun. I think there's a lot of unique ways you can edit videos, even if my editing skills don't really show that. Either way, I love making videos. I guess maybe I'm just drained. I'm burned out. I'm lost. Definitely lost for sure. I'm also in kind of in a crossroads with my life as well on like what direction I want to take things because I don't have all the time in the world, right? You know, I wish there was more hours within the day, but there isn't. And I have to do with what I can, and so that's what I'm trying to do. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are subscribed to the channel, I am going to try and start streaming. That's actually something I definitely want to do, is stream more. I'm not going to make any promises though, because I clearly haven't been doing anything these, I don't know how many past few months, past 6 months I'd say. So yeah, I don't know, a lot of different things I need to change, a lot more dedication that needs to be on my end, but I definitely appreciate the support of those of you who are subscribed to my channel. It really does mean a lot. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are brand new, and also if you guys want to follow me outside of like, you know, YouTube, I do have a Twitter account, or X account it's called now. There'll be a link in the description for that, so if you guys want to go ahead and follow me on there, and I shall catch you guys later.